Hey guys, we did it! Cashing these in for this little beauty.
Of course you are.
Hey buddy, welcome to the family.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Part 2 of Blackjack strategies.
All right.
So last time I played the way I normally play with my no strategy, just going off of what I feel is right. And
How'd that work out?
Yeah, I lost all my money. So that kind of happens.
It does.
Sometimes. Either you lose it all or you win a bunch, in my experience, with a no strategy. So Jason's going to walk us through how he plays.
All right, so we're going to do a lower bankroll strategy, and we're going to try to make, $50 or 50% or something reasonable and get out of there. We're going to try to make a little bit of money and move on to something else. Throw it in a slot machine or something.
I think the difference between you and I is you have a lot more patience than I do, and you're fine just winning
something.
Small amounts where I just kind of want to win big and get out.
This is true. We were at the casino the other day. You were up a little bit, and then you weren't.
Yeah, I was up quite a bit.
Yeah.
I was up a bit. I was up a lot, and then...
All right, well, let's get to it. All right, so we're playing Blackjack, and at the place we go, it's usually $10 or $15 minimum bets. And so we're going to go ahead and pretend that it's 15, right? We're going to go 15. And we played on a table a couple of weeks ago, and I did exactly what I set out to do. I went about 50%. So we're going to start off with a $15 minimum bet. We're going to play at the table minimum here because we want to play for a while. If you notice, we're only starting off with about a $200 bankroll. We're going to try to play basic strategy as best we can. We got a 4 and a 9.
So we're going to hit.
Yeah,
we're assuming that the dealer has a 10.
20. All right, they got a jack face up and a thing down. So we got a 15 versus a 10. We got a hit. We got 16 versus a 10.
16 is the worst number.
Still got a hit. And all right, 17. That's about as good as we're ever going to get, I think. So we're going to stand here. And we did win. Okay, so how I like to play is we're gonna parlay some of this into a little bit of upward progression, a little positive progression strategy. So we're gonna now play a $20 bet, right? And every time we win, we're gonna go up a little bit. We're gonna press, and I would love to surrender right here. With the 16 versus a 10, but we got a hit. All right, so 18. All right, a little bit of luck never hurts. We'll stand 18 versus a dealer 10. And we win again. All right. So we're going to press again. We're going to go up to 25. And I cannot remember the name of this strategy that people use. It's not D'Alembert. I don't remember the name of it, but we're just going to keep pressing up every time we win part of our profit. Right. So it's 8 versus a 10. It's too low to double, and they got a 10. We don't want to double, so we're going to hit an 11.
Double? Well, no, you can't.
Can't double now.
Oh.
Can't double now. 13, 17 will stand, 17 versus a dealer 10, and the dealer wins. Okay, so on a loss, we're just going to regress down. We're going to reset to the base bet. And we're up a little bit with the bet that's on our table, and we're just going to keep going. So we got 17 versus a 5. Basic strategy says we're going to stand here, and we're going to hope the dealer busts.
All right, so again, tell us why we stood on a 5.
Oh, so we're going to stay with the 17 versus a 5 because for us, a 17 is just too close to hit. And then a dealer 5, and we're going to assume that the face down card is a 10, which in this case it was.
And they have to
draw, and we're going to hope that they bust, right? They got a bust card come in, and they did not this time.
Right. They drew a 3, got 18.
So we're going to stay at the base level here at $15. And typically, you could play until you felt like stopping or until you run out of your bankroll, or give yourself a certain number of hands or a certain number of time, certain amount of time. Like the other day when we played, we had to leave at a certain time to meet a friend. It just so happened that I was up, right? So I got a streak of good luck. So 18 versus a 5.
Okay, this confuses me a lot too. So when you have a 7 and an ace, you can have 18 or
8.
8.
Right.
So what do you do?
So I think this is not a double. You could double this, right? Because you're hoping for a 10 and you're going to still end up with an 18, right? But you get more money on the table because the dealer has a 5. That dealer has a 4, 5, or a 6. They got those bust cards showing. But I'm not going to double this because I think it's supposed to be an ace 4, ace 5, ace 6. You could double that.
Oh, what's the difference?
You might need another card. And rather than this 18, I don't want to mess up an 18. I'm pretty sure somewhere I saw that a winning hand is 18 and a half.
Oh.
So you have to average 18 and a half. So this is about as good as we could get. Pretty close. So we're in pretty good shape here with an 18. If we would hit, we'd hope to get a 2 or a 3, right, and really finish it off, but maybe not. And we could double it and get a 4 and, mess everything up.
Okay.
So we're going to stand here and we're going to win. All right, good for us. So once again, we're going to go up by $5. We're going to bet 20. And we have a 15 versus a dealer 6. This is another one that we should stand on, right? The dealer has a 6. We're hoping they have a 10 face down. We're hoping they draw a big card and bust.
Okay.
That's what we're hoping. And they did, right? So they had a 14 and they drew a 10, busted with 24. So we're going to go up $5 more, right? We're up $25 bet. And you can see even with the bet, we have $205 on our bankroll. We're up overall after just a few hands. Obviously.
So at what point are you planning on stopping?
For me, if I keep winning, like if I'm winning 4 or 5 hands in a row, I'm going to keep going until I lose.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a look at how much money I have.
Okay.
Right? So we got $25. We have a 15 versus a 4. This is another situation where they have a bust card. We're going to stand with a 15.
Okay.
All right, dealer wins. All right, so we lose. Dealer did not bust. We're going to go back down to a $15 base bet. And if we didn't do anything, we're up a little bit. Right? So if we go back and we put all our money away, right? It's $205, we're up $5. So had we been betting large, we probably are in a similar situation, right? We've won and lost about the same amount of hands, which I feel like
It's typical.
That's about right.
Yeah.
So you're hoping to cash in on a streak of wins, like the way I'm playing, right? You got to win 4 or 5 times in a row, which is definitely possible. At the same time, you're not taking big risk when you lose 5 or 6 hands in a row, which is also going to happen. We get dealt. We have a 16 versus a 3.
Ooh, I don't know what you're supposed to do here.
Again, they do have a bust card, and I don't know off the top of my head what we're supposed to do, but we are not going to hit this.
Okay.
Because we are ahead currently, right? Even if they have an ace or a 10, it's still 16 to 13.
Okay.
Right? So we're still ahead. We're going to go ahead and take a chance here and try to win, try to get them to bust. And they do, right? So they draw to 24. We have 16, we win. All right. So again.
And they have to draw until they have 17, correct?
Yeah.
That's why the 6 is a bust card?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to go again. 16 versus an ace. Now we are behind.
Ooh.
So we have to hit here and hope for anything small, get us as close to 21 as possible without busting, which is sometimes it happens for you, other times it doesn't. Oh, wow. Look at that. All right. And this.
Wait, how did they? So
in this,
you don't push?
It should be a push. Well, okay, let's be realistic here. It shouldn't be a push because the dealer has 21.
Without drawing.
Without drawing.
Okay.
This simulator we're playing on, I guess, doesn't recognize it that way. If you were playing on a table, the dealer has 21, they win automatically.
Okay.
Right, so it wouldn't have mattered what we did. They're going to win because they have 21 on the deal. All right. So we're back. We go back to $15. And so you see, if you aren't patient, because we're even now, right? If you aren't patient, we've just played several hands and we've gotten nowhere.
Right.
Right? We're just chilling. But I look at it as, hey, I've been here a while. I'm earning points on my player card.
Yeah, and I still have no idea how those points work.
I don't either.
Because you rack them up way faster than I do, and I feel like I throw out bigger bets.
I don't know. We played craps for like an hour and a half the other day, and I got 20 points. So I don't know how that works. 18 versus a 4. We're definitely going to stand here. Oh, we got to push. Of course we did. All right, so $15 again. Hey, we got a blackjack. Maybe the dealer does not. All right, dealer bust. All right. You know what? I'm feeling kind of aggressive. We're going to go up 10, right? We're going to go up 10 and see if we can't get 2 in a row here. A blackjack again for us. Hopefully the dealer doesn't have that. All right, so we win again. All right.
So you're up $59, like
just like that.
25.
Okay. I mean, obviously you get a couple blackjacks in a row, that helps out, but
Yeah.
we're going to go up 5 more. And again, every time I win, I'm going to go up some. I like to go up 5, but now we've won a couple in a row. If we win this one, I might start going up by 10. Right? The idea is now I'm at 229 plus 30.
Okay, so that confuses me because that's the opposite of what you do on roulette.
Yeah, I bet negative progression on roulette for some reason.
Okay.
I like to do it that way. I think it's much more likely, and this is my opinion, I think it's much more likely that I get multiple hands in a row in my favor in blackjack than guessing correctly on roulette multiple times in a row. That's just the way I feel. So 15 versus a 10, we got a hit. Still have 15. We still have to hit. And we bust. All right. So we are at 229. And, you know, I'm trying to make probably $50, right? That's 25% in this case.
You were up 50.
I was up 50 and I didn't stop.
Yeah.
But like I said, I had 1, 2 in a row. And if I'm winning, I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
Right? So 12.
So you want it to be 50 after a loss.
Right. If I'm up $50 and I just lost, I'm probably leaving for now.
Okay.
I may come back later.
Ooh, what are you doing there?
We are supposed to stand here.
On a 12?
They got a 4. They have a bust card. It's 12 versus a 4. You definitely could hit here, but you risk drawing a 10, right, and busting. I'm going to go ahead and just play the rules here. I'm going to stand against this 4 and hope they have a 10 underneath and they draw a 10. That's what I'm hoping. And not quite what I wanted, but exactly the outcome we needed. Right? They had an 8 and then drew an 8 and a queen, and we still win on our 12. Had we stayed, we'd have drew the 8 and had 20. But still, same result. Right? We win. All right, so we're at 244. All right, so we're at $20 bet. Trying to win here. Ooh. 20 versus 8, we're going to stand. And we're going to win again. All right, so we're up. We're at the threshold, but we're winning, so I'm going to keep pressing. Okay. I'm going to keep going up until we don't win. 20 versus a 6.
Ooh,
we're going to stand again. 23.
Oh, you're up a lot now.
All right,
$89.
So things are going well.
You're still going to?
Yeah, I'm going to keep going. Okay. We're going to keep going until we're not winning. 19 versus a 10. Push.
Oh, okay. Now, did that shuffling mean that there's like a new shoe? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, that's how the new shoe is thing. And I've never in person made it through a shoe.
Okay. And I've heard that once a new shoe comes out, you're supposed to stop.
I see a lot of people.
If you're up.
I see a lot of people do that.
So you're going to keep going?
I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
I'm going to keep going. I don't get very aggressive very often, but when it's on a streak, I'm staying it. What did that movie say? You never leave the table on a heater?
Yes.
So we're staying. 16 versus a 10.
You should have left.
Yeah, I should have left. I should have left, but we're going to have to hit this.
Oh, no, you can split it. You can split the 8s.
I don't want to split 8s against a 10. Then I have 2 18s versus a 20.
Right.
But we'll stay on a 17 and hope, right? All right, the dealer wins. We played several hands, and I have $259. So if I'm in a casino, there's a real good chance I came in with $200. I have $259. I got 25%. I made $50.
And you're happy with that?
I'm going to be happy with that and walk away. So in this particular instance, successful.
Okay.
Right? It worked the other day in the casino, actually 2 separate times. You know, it doesn't matter what strategy you play. If you don't get the cards, you're not winning. Right?
That's true.
If I don't get the right cards, I'm not going to win anyway. But this time, I did.
Okay.
So, basic rundown, right? You bet the base bet and you add a little bit of profit each time that you win and reset to the base every time you lose. And it's your risk tolerance. Do you want to play till you run out of your bankroll, or do you want to play till you lose $100 or whatever? Like if you're risking 200 and you're all in for the 200, then that's it, right? But this is my limit for 259. I made $50. I'm pretty happy with that.
All right.
All right.
Good job.
If you have any questions, comment. If you want to see a different blackjack strategy, let us know. See you later.